Hey, today is October 6th, Monday, October 6th, and I am now 157 days post-op, and I never made a video for either of the past 2 months or past month and this one. So I thought that I would just do it now. I just haven't been doing it and updating a lot because I haven't had a lot of changes. So here's my chest. I was just watching my 2-month video and it was really interesting. I didn't realize that I'd really been thinking about the name Jonah since that point, and it was interesting for me. So strangely enough, I still have this bruising right here, and I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but it'll go away eventually. My scarring is, especially right in the middle, is looking awesome. It's interesting how it kind of has dark spots and then light spots, and I can still feel stuff underneath, but I'm not sure. I think that the stitches are dissolved. It's just that they sewed together layers of skin, so it's kind of this mass. My nipples are looking and feeling good. This one, I'm wondering if it will ever harden at all or anything. I'm not sure. And I'm wondering if this one will ever soften. So, I'm sure that stuff will happen with them. I'm sure that it's not done. It's just interesting. So yeah, I've just been feeling so good with all of this, and I'm so happy with my results and everything. I would give recommendation for Dr. Crane any day. He was amazing. And the whole surgery center was great. The nurses were wonderful. He was wonderful. Any time of the night, if I needed anything, I could just call, and it was really, really helpful, especially the first night when I felt like I couldn't breathe, and Morgan called and said that I couldn't breathe. It felt like that, and he was like, don't worry about it. He called back within an hour. It was probably 10 or 11 p.m., and he said, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's very common. If it turns out that he can't talk, then get to the hospital, but it's fine. And just anytime, still, if I want to, I can call his cell phone if I needed. It's amazing. Dyed my hair. Won't be blue this time. So I'm thinking about testosterone really seriously. I went to see my therapist, who I got my letter of recommendation for my surgery. And I was just talking to her about how I'm thinking about it, and just how after surgery it got a lot more intense, my want to do that, where before even talking to her, I was like, no, I'm not interested. I don't really think I'm gonna be interested, but I'm not sure. And afterwards it was slowly increasing, and I'm at a point where I'm really feeling like this is something that I might want to do. And I've been watching my friend go through this and start it, and he's almost coming up on 2 weeks, week and a half or something. And it's been really cool to see that, and it's just that, and then I try to shave my happy trail in hopes that it would get darker, even though I know that that's generally a myth. I still did it, and it's just oh, okay, maybe this is something that I really do want to do and should start really thinking about. So I'm just gonna take that whole process really slowly. I don't need it to go quickly, anything like that. But she gave me some information for a couple prescribers, and people who maybe know how to work with my insurance, who's not great about stuff like that. I didn't bother asking about my top surgery. And yeah, oh, I was looking at one of the websites of one of the women who she suggested to me, and she just had like a list of all of the effects, negative and positive, of estrogen and testosterone for male to female and female to male, and it was just really interesting to look at all that, like all of the effects, basically all of the effects of testosterone are permanent, and barely any of them on estrogen are permanent. And just like testosterone is such a dominant hormone that it really like affects people strongly and really hits you fast. Like the changes also come so much slower with estrogen, which is a good and a bad thing, depending on who you are and your process. But yeah, so that's just kind of what's going on with me. I'm just living life, hanging out with my cat, hanging out in this room. Yeah, I love you all. Have a wonderful day.